welcome to another interactive session with 10 counts. Today, we are privileged to have the Brave FC middleweight champion, Mohammad Fakhreddine, with us. First of all, thank you so much for joining with us, sir. And how has life been with you?
Thank you for having me. Life has been good, man. I can't ask for more. Now, I'm getting another title fight at the light heavyweight, and I'll be the first to make history in Brave and becoming the first two division champion at the same time.
So, you have had a great stint in the middleweight division. You have been a great fighter over there. You already have that belt. What provoked you to try into a new division? I mean, you were already having so much success in that middleweight division. A lot of people don't want to take that risk. So, what made you take that leap up?
I'm trying to make history. I'm trying to do something that no one has done. I fought at welterweight. I fought at middleweight. I fought at heavyweight, and now I'm fighting at light heavyweight. So I think after this, I'll be probably the only guy in the world that has fights at four different weight divisions and have wins at four different weight divisions. That's one. And two, after this fight, I'll be the first guy to have two belts at the same time in Brave. I'll be the first two division champion, two-way division champion in Brave, in the Middle East, in Lebanon, and this is going to be huge. I'm looking to make history.
I mean, after amassing the title in the light heavyweight division, do you plan on to stay over in that weight class, or do you envision yourself coming down to middleweight or maybe lower in the future?
Um, no, I don't think I want to go back to welterweight. Welterweight was a little bit of a hard weight cut for me, and I enjoy training now more because I don't have to cut as much weight as I used to. Before we were actually, it was funny because I was just talking about this today to one of my friends. Like before, when I was fighting at welterweight, I was just trying to cut the weight. I never trained for the fight, which it made the training really hard. It made it unenjoyable, and I kind of lost my way in the process, and I started headed to train. But now, since I went up in weight class to middleweight, and I fought a heavyweight, and now I'm fighting a light heavyweight, the training has become way so much more fun to me. So I'm enjoying training now.
You have been moving weight classes like it is. This is boxing. Now, this and boxing. We know in boxing, it's easy to jump divisions. It's easy to become a five division champion, six division. When it's mixed martial arts, it's quite different. The weight categories really have major differences. So, how has been the journey of weight changes for you? Not just about winning, just the particular weight changes. I mean, it also demands a lot of struggle. A lot of fighters don't want to do it. So, how has been the transition of weights for you? Has been for you?
I like the challenge. I like to challenge myself. I like to challenge myself and see how far I can go, how far I can get. I mean, cutting down a welterweight, I used to cut 16 kilos in 10 days. And that was a challenge by itself, not even to mention the fight itself. And moving up to middleweight after that, it was easy weight cut. I didn't have to cut as much weight, and then I tried. There was the open weight tournament in Brave, where I fought two fights in the same night, and I didn't have to cut any weight, which that was fun. Even though I lost in the finals, but the whole process, the whole tournament was fun. It was enjoyable. I'm ready to do it again if they do it again, if the Brave does it again. And now at light heavyweight, man, I'm having fun. I know I will need to cut like 3 or 4 kilos, but those are going to be a really easy weight cut. And to me, it's all about the challenge. If you're not challenging yourself, you're not doing anything really.
So, like you said, you love challenges, and obviously, the light heavyweight division is going to offer you a lot of new challenges. So, how do you see that particular journey in the light heavyweight division? Because, like you already are aware of the changes that you need to make on your weights or the physical framing. Apart from that, how do you envision your journey in the light heavyweight division? Obviously, you're going to get a title shot in the first fight, but after that, and you're quite confident about becoming the champion. So, what's your plan in the division after you become the champion?
I'm gonna defend the belt 1 or 2 times and then just go back to my weight class, which is middleweight. But I'm still gonna try to do both weights at the same time. So after this fight, I'm probably gonna drop down to middleweight, defend my belt, and back up to light heavyweight to defend the light heavyweight belt again. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be challenging, and it's gonna be fun. So I'm looking forward to it.
Now, if not for the postponement that we saw, you could have already become a light heavyweight world champion. Now, this minor derailment, how do you feel has impacted the whole trail? Like, has it changed anything from your side, or do you feel that the plan is still the same?
No,
And you,
no, not at all. It hasn't changed anything from my side. I still have the same goals. I still have the same ambitions, and I'm still ready to become the world champion at light heavyweight. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what he says. I don't care what anybody does. All I care about at the end of the day that I will be the light heavyweight champion in Brave, and I will be the first to hold two belts at the same time. March 11th.
now, I'm not really trying to bring a banter out of this situation, but how do you see your upcoming rival? Like, what are the features that have made you believe so that yeah, I'm going to topple Mohammad Maalem easily? Like, you're quite confident about becoming a champion. So obviously, I don't want you to bring out any banter. That's not my intention. But
Oh no, 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 no! It's not a secret. I don't like the guy. He doesn't like me. It's as simple as that. He's a fake dude. He's a two faces guy where he is nice in your face and then he talks shit behind your back. And March 11th, baby, March 11th, everything's gonna happen. March 11th, and then we're gonna put an end to all of this.
now, like as we say, time flies. Obviously, it has been a decade since you're into professional martial arts. It has been 10 years, and you have already fought in so many fights in so many divisions, have been a world champion in the middleweight division. Apart from winning the world title, if I ask you to pick one special moment, or not just one, some of the special moments in throughout your career, what would those moments be, excluding the one where you won the world title?
Oh well, other than that, it will be the it will be the open weight tournament. That open weight tournament was a different experience. So it had so many special moments, especially walking into the second fight with a broken hand, torn ACL and MCL, and a broken foot. I still went in there. I performed. I gave all of everything that I had, regardless of the how the fight ended and I got knocked out. To me, it's not always about winning. To me, it's about going in there, performing, and doing everything that you got. Win or lose or draw, no contest. It doesn't matter to me. I like to fight. I like to brawl. I like to get in, and I like to get into a fist fight. It doesn't matter whether at any weight class it could be. If I could drop to lightweight, I would drop to lightweight and fight a lightweight as well. But the problem is I'm a little bit too big for lightweight, and now I'm a little bit too big for welterweight as well. For Brave, the super welterweight, I think I might be able to do that, but I'm gonna need to take my time and cutting down to super welterweight. So you never know. Maybe after this fight, defend the middleweight belt, and then if I get a chance to fight for the super welterweight, you never know. I might jump on the chance and take it.
So you have got a lot of plans on your mind right now, which will demand sure activeness from you. Now, apart from that, this calls for a lot of stardom, a lot of media attention, a lot of fame, which you're already relishing. And you're someone who has seen the combat scenario in the Middle East from its roots to the deepest thing. Now, a few years back, even we were considering UK, Europe, or US as the benchmark areas for mixed martial arts or combat. But now the scenario has changed. We're seeing Floyd Mayweather talking about coming down to Dubai for his exhibition fights. We've seen Tyson Fury and so many. Abu Dhabi has been the prime place for UFC Fight
Tyson
Island.
Fury is here.
Yeah.
He's in Dubai right now. I think Floyd should be coming soon for his fight. So Dubai is huge at the moment, and you got a lot of talent here. You got a lot of talent. You got a lot of good fighters. They just need opportunities, and they need the platform to perform on. That's about it.
So do you think that Dubai can be the home of combat in the Middle East, or do you feel that fighters in the Middle East still needs to go out to US or Europe to have a nourished like future, or they
No,
can?
you don't need to go to the U.S. or Europe to train. I mean, there's a lot of foreigners. There's a lot of people from the U.S., from UK, from Thailand, like there's people from around the world, and they're people that has a lot of experience here. So you don't need to travel anywhere. All you need is a few good training partners and good coaching staff, and that's all you need. You don't need to travel anywhere to get better.
Now, coming back to your mixed martial journey, so since you're going to move up to the light heavyweight division, what does your diet or what does your meal look like at this point? Obviously, you're gaining some weight, so what are you really eating at this point of time?
I am eating everything at anytime, whenever I want, anytime I want, everything I want. I'm enjoying life. I'm enjoying my meals, and even though I'm trying to keep it healthy, I'm trying to keep it clean, but when you don't have to cut weight, you still end up at night when you're watching TV and you feel like eating ice cream. So you jump into the fridge and you get that bucket of ice cream and you eat the whole thing. You don't even think about it, which is kind of fun. So I'm right now I'm not on a strict diet. I'll probably be on a strict diet the last 2 weeks just to shed the weight and shed the fats, and that's about it.
Also, like in recent times, we've seen a lot of mixed martial artists like get into the boxing sphere and try their feasts into that sport. Now, being a martial artist who have shifted to so many weight classes, I know it won't be difficult for you to make weight or get into the ring, but being a martial artist, how do you see into this stance? Like MMA fighters getting inside the boxing ring and facing them for a lot of big paydays.
I think if you don't have like an amateur boxing experience, you should not be jumping into the boxing world, because the boxing world is a different world than the martial arts, the mixed martial arts. I mean, I box. I have 18 amateur fights as an amateur boxing fights, and I know the difference in between. And it's completely different. The condition is completely different. Your stance is completely different. I think if you did not box amateur, you should not be trying to box pro. It's just two different worlds. And the same thing goes for the for mixed martial artists. You fucking never jump from boxing into mixed martial arts, and never do the other way around either. So it's just go both ways around.
Now, since you have got an amateur boxing experience, do you envision yourself doing something like that in the future? Because you have already traded shots in the ring.
If I get a chance and I get an opportunity, I would love to. I would love to, because this has always been my dream to box, and I would love to box. I mean, I started out as an amateur boxer. I racked up like 18 fights, and then after that, I moved into the MMA world. And my plan was to turn pro boxer while back, like 10 years ago, but I never had a chance to. I had an opportunity to fight as a pro mixed martial artist, and I jumped on it. But now, even though I'm 38, if I get a chance to jump in the boxing ring, I wouldn't hesitate. I would just take the chance and jump.
Now, stylistically and considering your physical frame, obviously you're a big guy, and I feel that you can match up well against Jake Paul. How do you envision yourself in a potential fight against Jake Paul?
I'll knock him out. Jake Paul is not a boxer. Jake Paul is he hits pads. Yeah, he knocked out a couple of UFC fighters, but he really didn't knock out anybody that knows how to box. I mean, he knocked out what's his name, the
Tyron
wrestling
Woodley,
guy.
Ben
Before
Askren,
Tyron Woodley.
Ben
Yeah,
Askren.
Ben Askren. Ben Askren never boxed. Ben Askren does not know how to box. And Tyron Woodley is heavy-handed, but he's not a boxer. So it's completely different. And in the fight, you could see there was they didn't really box. There was nothing technical about that fight. It was just about power shots and who lands first. And Jake Paul landed first, and it was a good night.
Well, right now you already have a great big fight on board, and you're about to become a two division champion, which you are already confident about becoming. So, if you have got something to say to all your fans and well wishers all around the world who will be watching the fight, so any last message if you have got?
I would like to thank all of my fans, and I'd like to tell them that I love you all, and thank you all for the support. March 11th, make sure you tune in and you watch that fight, and make sure you watch me become the first two division champion in Brave and the Middle East.
Thank you so much for joining with us, the latest Mohammad
Thank you.
Fakhreddine. It has been great speaking with you, and I hope you claim the win, become a two division champion. We can reconnect soon.
Likewise, my brother. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.